Alright, I'm about to start cooking my dinner. It's 6:47 right now. Tonight I've got a pound of ground beef with dill and onion. You guys will probably notice that I eat a lot of burgers, and that's for two reasons. The first being that it's the cheapest grass-fed meat that I can afford, and the second that it's real easy. So here I've got about a quarter of a red onion and just as much dill as you want to put. It's really up to you. In the pan I've got about a tablespoon of coconut oil, and that's melting down. I've got the fire set on medium, so I'm just going to mix this in. Alright, I've got the burgers going now. I set the timer for 3 minutes, and I only do it 3 minutes each side. I kind of like it kind of raw on the inside. You can always cook it more if you want, but just make sure you never burn it. Alright, now that my burgers are done, I'm going to start cooking my veggies. Tonight I have, this is one that I do a lot. It's red onion, cabbage, and garlic. I have about half of an onion here, about a quarter of a head of green Savoy cabbage, and 1 clove of garlic. And I'm going to throw this into the pan that I just finished cooking the burgers in. I do not discard any of the fat. I always cook my veggies in the discarded fat from the meat. So I'm just going to mix this up, make sure all of the veggies get covered with the fat. And I'll saute this down until the onions and cabbage gets a little soft. And then usually what I'll do is I'll throw a top on this, I'll cover it up, and then set the timer for about 5 to 8 minutes until the cabbage is soft and tender. And you can season this however you like. Usually I do salt and pepper, and usually I'll throw a turmeric in there. But you guys can experiment, do whatever you want, try something new, and try any spice you like. Alright, so I threw a top on this, and the steam helps cook the veggies a little faster. And I decided to throw in a bunch of frozen peas last minute here. So I'm just going to wait for those to thaw out and for everything to become tender. Alright, time now is 7:08, so the whole process took about 20 minutes. And here's the finished product. Again, it's 1 pound of grass-fed beef. I put a quarter of a red onion and dill, and I have sautéed cabbage and onion with frozen peas, and it was about half of an onion, a quarter of a head of cabbage, and I'd say a cup and a half of peas. And usually what I'll do is I'll take some romaine lettuce, 1 leaf per patty, and eat it that way like a burger. And you can put salsa in there, you can put guacamole in there, it's really up to you. And usually a meal like this takes me about 30-45 minutes to eat.